Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week we're back with Rebel to figure out which one of our decks is going to win this game of CEDH.
You can find me on the YouTubes and the Twitters on Rebel.
This video is brought to you by Dragon Shield. Check out the affiliate link down below to help support the show. So we have Tyler playing our patron Kawaja's Marnius list, Revenge of the Tokens. Cam is playing our patron Stormageddon's Urabrask list. I'm playing Dargo with Thrasios and Rebels on Wildpile. Any pre-games?
No pre-games for me.
No.
Tyler, take us away.
Draw off a turn, blue to Delta, crack that right away, and get an Underground Sea going to 39. Cast a Mox Diamond, pitch a Tundra for this Mox Diamond. Pass the turn.
Draw Mountain. Pass the turn then.
Go to my turn. Windswept Teeth, crack it, 39. Taiga, Soul Ring, Jewel Lotus.
J-Lo's good.
Did you just call it J-Lo?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that. Correct, Jewel Lotus, cast Dargo into Tyler's mana drain.
Pass on Dargo.
Oh.
Pass my turn.
Field of Trick. Nope. Taiga. Chromox. I'll pitch a Force of Will. Trust me. Ledger Shredder is very good in this format.
Okay.
I'm here to prove that Ledger Shredder is good. I'll pass the turn.
In your end step, Orcish Bowmasters.
Shredder feels a lot worse against Orcish Bowmaster.
This insect is going to be an army. 1 damage on the ETB is going to go, I think, to Dylan's face.
Go to 38.
Untap, keep draw, an exotic orchard. Pay 2 life going to 37. Target Dylan with this Git Probe. You may just reveal to the whole table. Gamble, Dockside, Lotus Petal, Bergie, and what else?
Eternal Witness.
I'll draw my Git Probe card. Pass the turn.
Draw the Mycosynth Gardens. Pass the turn. What the fuck am I even doing?
I think you got scared from keeping a glass hand in keep last one. You're like, let me keep a hand that does nothing this game.
That might be it.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw card. Go to combat. Tyler.
Take 7 going to 30.
Tropical Island. Bergie. Lotus Petal.
Trigger. Draw. Discard. Burden Catacombs.
I have a Bergie trigger also on the Lotus Petal.
I'm going to point the Bowmaster's trigger at Dylan's face, and I will amass 1.
37 is my life total. Crack this Lotus Petal for a green. Thrasios. Trigger Bergie. Pass turn.
Draw. Land. Shredder will go to Dylan. Take 1.
Taking 1.
Pass.
Draw for turn. Chromox, exile an offer you can't refuse. Draenith Magistrate.
Shredder trigger. Draw. Pitch this Burly Tutor and grow the Shredder by 1.
Bowmaster's trigger. Amass 1 and point 1 damage at Dylan's face.
35.
Pass the turn from there.
Draw for turn. Arcane Lighthouse. Rite of Flame. Make 2 red. Use 2 red immediately on a Treasonous Ogre. Oh, I remember what I was doing now.
Ledger.
I've been muted the whole time. I'm sorry.
I have a Bowmaster's trigger on that. Point the Bowmaster's trigger at Bergie.
I need to go down to 22. I need 6 mana. Shatter Skull Smashing. Deal 1 damage to Bowmaster and deal 3 damage to Draenith Magistrate. I'll lose another 12. That'll put me at 10 life. Cast my commander. I'll lose another 9 going down to 1. 3 red mana, and I will use that 3 on a Wheel of Fortune, triggering Urabrask to make a red mana and ping you all for 1. I'm sorry, it's target opponent. It's Dylan.
I go to 34.
Crack my air. Go to 39. Tundra. Cast a Silence.
All that work and one lowly silence just stops you right in your track.
Petty Theft Bergie. Back to your hand. Shredder trigger. Draw and dump this Eldarmy's Call.
Sounds good. It's in my hand.
Wheel's good.
I have Vandal Blast and Twin Flame.
You know what I have.
Plaza Heroes.
All I'm dumping is a meme betrayal.
I have to pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw card. Forest. Mana Vault. Blind's Eye Diamond.
Shredder trigger. Got a card. Dump a Gemstone Caverns.
Invasion of Ikoria for X equals 5. I'll give it a Rebel. Comes in with 6 counters. I'll look for a 5 drop. Seedburn used in play. I'm going to go to combat. Tyler, I'll come at you with Dargo.
I'll take another 7 going to 14 commander damage and 23 life.
Go to my end step.
Untap.
Untap.
Draw. Crack the Scalding Tarn. Let's find more white for fun. Bonk Dylan for 5.
I'll take another 5.
Pass the turn.
In your end
Oh,
step.
go to end step.
You.
My mistake.
Activate Thrasios. Bottom. Reveal Lightning Bolt.
And that's when I felt that I didn't really have much of a chance.
Oh, look at that. Death right in my hand for Cameron just whenever I choose for death for him.
Uh-oh.
Activate Thrasios.
And that second activation before you draw, I'm going to bolt your Thrasios.
Bolt me Thrasios, eh? That resolves.
Before you activate the second thing, Fairy Mastermind, I'll shred. Discard this Hallowed Fountain. Now you can resolve.
Excellent. So that was this card, which will go on the bottom, and I will reveal Imperial Recruiter to my hand.
Then I can draw. Yeah, go ahead.
You don't tap.
I will also untap.
Draw for turn. Bloodstained Mire. Crack this going to 22 life. Get a scrub land. Smothering Tithe. Pass the turn.
Go to mine. I'll get a draw.
May I have a treasure?
Yes. Jessica's will. Target treble.
6.
Urbrask trigger. Dylan, I'll hit you for 1.
28.
And then the top 3 are Beseju, who shelters all, Reverberate, and an Inventor's Fair. Belwar Stone.
The Shredder trigger, discard this. Mana Confluence. You can have a treasure.
Play the Inventor's Fair. Desperate Ritual first. Trigger Urbrask. Ping Dylan one more time.
I'm going to respond. I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt targeting Cameron's face.
So rude.
In response, I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt targeting my face, and in response to that, I'll lose 3 life to Treasonous Ogre.
You got it. To be honest, I probably should have just done this in Cameron's upkeep. I kind of wanted to see if he could or would do anything that would negatively affect my opponents, but it seems like he's actually just giving them resources instead with Smothering Tithe and Fairy Mastermind and Ledger Shredder, so I really should have just like bolted him right in the face to stop him from doing any of that.
I guess the only thing I can do is just keep casting spells.
You're
and just
right.
Wait.
No, yeah, like you're right to do what you do, just like keep playing Magic, but I just should have pulled the trigger earlier. In that end step, cast Endurance.
Shredder, draw.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Oh, you're gonna have it. Go ahead.
Endurance ETB, I'll target Rebel's Graveyard. Go to my turn. Draw a card. Polluted Delta.
Sorry, Smothering Tithe trigger on your draw.
Pay for the Smothering Tithe. Combat, send the Dargo at Tyler.
I will block with this 4/4 army because I must. I will take 3 trample and I will go to 17 commander damage. 19 life.
Pyroblast on that Ledger Shredder. Sacrifice Polluted Delta and go to 26. Find Volcanic Island. Tap the Mana Vault for 3. Use 2 of it for an Arcane Signet. Thrasios. Pass turn.
Untap.
Untap.
Draw. You can have a treasure. Orchard. Mystic Remora.
Activate Thrasios. Reveal Ancient Tomb. Put into play. Activate Thrasios once more. Bottom. Reveal Greater Good and draw it.
Smothering Tithe trigger on your draw.
Pay for the Smothering Tithe. Pass on Mystic Remora.
Red Blast on the Thrasios again.
Yes. Thrasios is dead once more.
We'll just pass here.
In Rebels and Step, dress down.
A Remora trigger.
I'm not going to pay you.
You can have a treasure.
ETBs, I will draw a card. Untap. Draw off return. Morphic Pool. Cast my commander. Move to end step. Dress down is sacrificed.
Untap. Draw a card.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
You can have it.
Make a treasure. Draw from Arnius.
I can knock the revival your dress down back on top. This just denies the Seedborn untap for 1 turn.
Yeah.
Dress down while you have it. Draw trigger.
Dress down goes on top. Draw it.
Dylan, did you lose a life to your Mana Vault this turn?
Didn't, thank you. I will lose a life to my Mana Vault, go to 25. Scalding Tarn is my land for turn. Go to combat. I'm attacking the battle with the 3/4 and the 2/4, and then attacking Tyler with the Dargo.
Yeah, no blocks on the battle for me.
Block with Marnius. First strike damage.
3 damage, and then regular damage.
2 tramples over. I go to 19 commander damage, and I go to 17 life. Marnius dies. Let's retreat.
Battle goes to 1. Cast Thrasios. Land of War Elves. Pass my turn.
End step. Cast Dress down.
Draw for Remora first. You have a treasure. I'll flash from the Brazen Bar for fun.
Draw the dress down card.
Untap. Upkeep. Pay for Remora. Emergence Zone.
I'm sorry. Did you pay Smothering Tithe for your draw?
I have not. You can draw. I'll bonk Tyler for 3.
Puts me at 14.
Pass the turn.
In your end step, I'm going to sacrifice Scalding Tarn. Tap Breeding Pool.
Dress down is also sacrificed here in end step. We'll untap.
Untap with you.
Draw basic swap. Recast Marnius. Esper Sentinel.
I'll respond with a Thrasios activation. Bottom. Reveal Elvish Mystic.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Pay 2 life with the Ancient Tomb and pay for it. I'll activate Thrasios again. Reveal Mental Misstep. I'll draw that.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Mastermind trigger as well. Draw off Mastermind.
Smothering Tithe trigger there.
You can have it.
I've created a token, so now I have a Marnius trigger. I draw from that.
Draw. You can have it.
I'll make a token, draw for that. And now we are back down to my Smothering Tithe trigger on Dylan's. The one he said I could have, right?
Yep, you can have the 1.
Make a treasure and draw.
And then Esper Sentinels on the stack. Mental Misstep out. Losing 2 life, going to 20.
I'll draw.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Yeah.
Make a treasure, draw a card. No response to the mental misstep. Cast the Lotho. We'll move to end step. I'm going to pitch a Mystery Enforced in the City of Rest.
Untap. Draw a card.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Pay for it. Gaia's Cradle as land for turn. I'll go to combat. Rebel, I'm going to come at my battle over there with 2/4 Seedborn Muse and the 1/3 Thrasios. And I'm going to come at you, Rebel, with my 3/4 Endurance.
Yeah, I passed priority on stuff. You're good.
Rebel, you take 3,
33.
and then Invasion flips. It's an 8/8 with reach. Fun. Cast Dargo. Cast the Elvish Mystic.
Lotho trigger. Make a treasure token. There's a life going to 13. Get a Marnius draw.
I'm also going to activate Thrasios. Bottom, reveal Phantasmal Image and draw it into my hand.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Pay 2 life with Ancient Tomb to pay for it, going down to 18.
I have a draw trigger here as well. Draw first.
Smothering Tithe.
Yep, you're good. You can have the treasure.
Make the treasure. I get a Marnius draw, Mastermind draw as a result.
Yeah.
Smothering Tithe trigger on that. Make a treasure and draw with Marnius again.
Pass my turn. Dude, Marnius is so nutty with Smothering Tithe, especially when an opponent has Fairy Mastermind. Like, these triggers just keep on coming. This whole game, especially now that Cameron hasn't done anything besides kill himself, is just about fighting over engines, which I feel like a lot of my CDH games have been about that recently, is just fighting over who can keep their engine around the longest and who can get the most value out of it. Untap with you.
Yeah, I'll keep the Remora. And now I will go to draw. You can have a treasure.
I will draw for Marnius.
Tyler, or go to combat, attack you for 5 in the air.
Cast Born Upon a Wind. You have a Mystic Remora trigger on that.
I'll resolve the Remora draw first. Bonk. You can have a treasure.
I'll make a treasure. Draw
I have a draw.
Smothering Tithe trigger on that.
Yep, you're good.
And then I'll draw for Marnius. Draw a card off Born Upon a Wind. Cast the Mox Opal.
I have a draw.
Yep, I will not pay for it. Smothering Tithe.
Yep.
Make a treasure. Draw another card.
That's your second spell for the turn, right? So you have a Lotho trigger.
I'll go down to 12 and make a treasure. Draw for Marnius. Cast the Doxic Deluge. X equals 4. Going down to 8.
I will respond by activating my Guy's Cradle, tapping it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green. Tap the Llanowar Elves for 1 green mana.
Mystic Remora trigger on the Deluge.
Draw.
Tithe trigger.
You can have a treasure.
Sweet. Marnius draw trigger.
And then Deluge back on the stack. Activate Thrasios. Reveal Phyrexian Altar. Put into my hand.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Pay with 2 of the green. Activate Thrasios once more. Wooded Foothills directly into play. No drawing.
Mindbreak trap the deluge.
Cast the Silence in response to my Break Trap.
I have a Remora trigger.
I'm not paying for Remora.
Draw first.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
You can have a thing.
Treasure. And I have a Marnius draw.
I'll respond to Silence. Activate Thrasios. Bottom. Reveal Deflecting Swat.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
I'm going to pay for the Smothering Tithe.
I draw. You can have it.
I make a treasure. I draw a card.
Pass on Silence.
I will crack E-Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Dockside.
I have a Lotho trigger. I will lose a life going to 7, make a treasure, draw for Marnius, Force of Will, pitching Labman, targeting Dockside, losing 1 life going to 6.
I'll have a Remora trigger.
Yep, Tithe trigger.
You have a treasure.
I get a treasure and I draw a card.
Priorities on Dylan.
I pass, yeah.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. You saying I should activate Thras?
Oh, deflecting swat the force.
I could force the Silence, but then you have a Dockside.
I'm trying to see what deal is fair to make here. If the dockside resolves, right? I could say that I don't, play a combo or anything with the dockside treasures.
Like, if you had anything to do after the Silence that could stop Tyler, I think I would, be willing, I guess?
If I have treasures, I can Ranger Captain.
Huh. Interesting.
Either this way, like this turn, or Tyler's turn. I definitely have no more resources left aside after this line.
Yeah, I mean, if you put the Ranger in and crack it right away, then yeah, I'll redirect the Force to Silence.
Sure.
I'm going to cast Deflecting Swat, targeting your Force of Will. You may draw off Mystic Remora.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Yep.
Make a treasure and draw a card. Muddle the Mixture, targeting Deflecting Swat.
Remora.
I'm not paying.
Activate Thrasios, losing 2 life to Ancient Tomb. I'll reveal Force of Negation. Drew that card, you may get the Smothering Tithe.
Alright, I'll make a treasure, draw for Marnius.
I still have a draw on the muddle.
Tithe. Yep.
Yep.
Counter. Draw.
I'm going to cast Force of Negation, pitching Phantasmal Image as an additional cost, and I'm going to target Muddle the Mixture.
Lotho trigger. Lose a life going to 5. Make a treasure and draw a card.
Mystic Remora trigger on the Force.
I won't pay.
Draw.
Smothering.
Yep.
I'm at 18 treasures. I'll draw for Marnius.
My fucking head hurts.
It's just insane.
Mana drain. Targeting Force of Negation.
Remora.
Not paying. Smothering Tithe.
Yep. Yeah, mana drain's good.
Counters Force. Muddle the Mixture counters Deflecting Swat. Force of Will counters Dockside Extortionist. Silence on the stack.
A Mox Hammer for fun. Silence resolves. Yeah, Mindbreak Trap on the Deluge.
Cast the Training Grounds. There is a Mystic Remora trigger if you would like it.
Yeah,
Smothering Tithe trigger.
you have it.
Make a token, draw a card. Ashnod's Altar. Activate Marnius Calgar. Create 2 2/2s with Vigilance. Draw a card. Sack the 2 of them for 4 mana. This obviously is a loop, but I'm going to interrupt this loop and first bring you an unscheduled Overloaded Cyclonic Rift.
Cool.
So that's a draw. Smothering Tithe trigger.
Yeah.
Make a treasure, draw a card. Make 2 with Marnius. This will allow me to draw, and then I can stack those to Ashnod's Altar for exactly enough mana to do that again. My plan here is, with all this stuff on the stack, go until I find Thassa's Oracle and cast a Tainted Pact. and call it a day.
That was probably the craziest stack interaction that we've ever seen. Maybe, I mean, ever. That I want to just remind everyone that was in combat. Not only was it in Rebels combat step that Tyler won the game, but it was with a Toxic Deluge that Tyler cast at instant speed was still on the stack when he won the game.
Yeah, Born Upon the Wind is just being increasingly powerful, and now Blue having access to be able to cast all spells at instant speed, not just like colorless spells at instant speed, but having an actual spell that doesn't take up a colorless land slot in your deck just seems really powerful to have.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon, like our $100 patrons.
Zachary Nelson, she doesn't even go here. Joseph Aarons, SoCal Acura, Stormageddon, Cool Bean Man, Luke Cook, AJ Alwasabi, Demon of Rosgrees, Kawaja A. Hamid, Lauren Connell, and Baby Jeebus.
If you want to pick up any of our merch, you can do that at playtowinmtg.com.
Big thank you to Dragon Shield for supporting the show and for being our sponsor. Make sure you use our affiliate link down below to get your Dragon Shield products.
Follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content.
Thank you so much for watching.
See you next time. Should we talk about the $50 patrons?
Stays on MTG, Dalton Potate, Kadana, Sutries, Dash, Stash, Justin, Man Solo, Pedro, Jacob Depp, Michael Blue, Jan Wildfang, Thomas Bueno, Swampy McGee, David Nelson, and Jormac. Thank you so much, all of you.
This is probably pretty stupid. One way that I use to make sure my Thrasios turns go by quicker is you don't have to lift your whole deck to put the card underneath it and resituate it every time you do it. Just like put it next to your deck and then like make sure they go in the right order all under at the same time. Like speed up the small process because Thrasiosing just takes so fucking long. So any shortcuts that you can get to just like make the process go faster is just going to be helpful.
Honestly, shortcuts are an incredibly important part in Magic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we spent so long talking about this. We definitely have saved a lot of time so far.